Hey guys, how's it going? Here's your review video for your test tomorrow. Make sure you follow along, do the questions with me, and you should be totally okay. So the first problem here, we have 3 and a 4 times 3/5. So I'm going to do my C method. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13, so I have 13 over 4 times 3 over 5. And then from this point, I am going to multiply straight across. 13 times 3 is 39. 4 times 5 is 20. So I need to figure out how many times 20 can go into 39. I know it can go in one full time, and then I would have 19 out of 20 left over. So my answer is 1 in 19 over 20. All right, so here's the next one. I have 8 times 5 over 6, so I'm going to make that 8 and 8 over 1, and I'm going to rewrite it up here. 8 over 1 times 5 over 6, multiply across. 8 times 5 is 40. 1 times 6 is 6. 6 can go into 40 a total of 6 times, which would be 36. So a big 6. And then 36 is 4 away from 40. So that 4 goes up here and that 6 goes on the bottom. Now, the one thing you have to watch out for is if you can simplify this fraction or not. So 4 and 6, you can take a 2 out. So your final answer would actually be 6 and 2/3 because I took a 2 out of both 4 and 6. All right, here's our next one. This is a division problem, so I need to keep, change, and flip. So if I do that, I'm going to have 3 over 7 times 8 over 5. If I multiply across, 3 times 8 is 24, and then 7 times 5 is 35. You have to make sure that you can't simplify that, but nothing can go into both 24 and 35, so you are finished. All right, next one here is another division, so I need to keep, change, and flip, but it looks like I need to do my C method down here. So I'll do that in a different color. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 plus 7 is 23, so I have 9 over 1 divided by, let's see, I said 23 over 8. But I have to keep, change, and flip everything, so I actually have 9 over 1 times 8 over 23. 9 times 8 is 72. 1 times 23 is 23. We need to figure out how many times 23 can go into 72. It can go in 3 full times, and then you have 3 over 23 left over. You can't simplify that, so that is your final answer. All right, moving on to number 5. It says Georgia's making cookies. She has 2/5 cups of sugar, so I'm going to write that. And then each cookie takes 1/8 cup of sugar. That's a division problem because you have a big, large amount of something, and you're trying to put it into its smallest parts. That's division. So I'm going to keep, change, flip. So I'm going to rewrite over here. 2 over 5 times 8 over 1. If you multiply across, you get 16 over 5. 5 can go into 16 3 full times. And then you have 1/5 left over. So your answer is 3 and 1/5. All right, this is a GCF question. We're doing 126 and 32. I'm going to take a 2 out. So I have 63, and now I have 16. There is nothing that goes into 63 and 16. If you want a way to check, you know that the factors of 16 are, let's see, 2 can go in, 4 can go in, and 8 can go in. But 2 can't go into 63, 4 can't go into 63, and neither can 8. So I'm going to write a 1, multiply everything on the outside. So my GCF is going to be 2. All right, now we're doing GCF with 3 numbers. Remember, if you can't take the same number out of all 3, you're done. So we're going to write a 2. We have 12, 28, and then this is going to be 84. I can take another 2 out. 6, 14, and 42. And then I can take another 2 out, and I got 3, 7, and 21. Nothing can go into all 3 of those, so I multiply my GCF is going to be 8. All right, here is a word problem. Since it says, let's see, it wants to know the greatest number, so we are going to do the GCF. Okay, so we're going to do the GCF of 26, 34, and let's see here, 66. I'm going to take a 2 out because they're all even. So I have 13, 17, and 33. I can't take anything out of all of those, so my GCF is just going to be 2. All right, these are LCM questions now. So I can take a 2 out of 14 and 6 and make it a 7 and a 3. I can't take anything out of 7 and 3, so I'm going to drop them. And then with LCM, I create my L. I multiply. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 times 2 is 42. So my LCM would be equal to 42. Okay, next one, 36, 80, and 132. Do my ladder method again. I'm going to take out a 2 to make it 18, 40, and let's see, 132 would be 66, I want to say. Yeah, I believe that's right. So I can take another 2 out, 9, 20, 33. Now, I have 9 and I have 33. So with LCM, if you can take it out of 2 of the 3, still do it. So if I take a 3 out of the 9 and 33, I have 3. I didn't do anything to the 20, and then 33 is going to be 11. And now I write a 1, and I multiply everything out here. So let's see where we at. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12. But I also have to multiply by everything in here. So 12 times 3 is 36. 36 times 20, that's 720. And then I have to do 720 times my 11 over here. So 720 times 11, that's going to be 0, 2, 7, 0, 0. 7,920 would be your LCM. So remember, with LCM, you should be getting bigger answers, which is definitely what we got here. All right, here's another LCM question. So a lot of people get stuck. So if you're ever stuck, take the lowest number and see if you can take that out. So if I take a 17 out, that's going to be a 1, that's going to be a 3, and that's going to be a 5. So 17 can come out of all of them. So now you have a 1, a 3, and a 5. Circle. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 times 17 is 5. Carry the 3. Let's see, 7 is 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10. 0, 5, 1. 5, 2. So my LCM is 255. All right, last one. We have 18 and 63. This is a distributive property. So whenever we're doing that, we want to do GCF. So 18 and 63, I can pull a 9 out of those. That makes that a 2, and that makes that a 7. I write a 1. So my GCF, which is 9, that's what I put outside of the parentheses. And on the inside, I put whatever I drop, so 2 and 7. And then I put a plus here since there was a plus there. So my final answer would be 9, then in parentheses 2 plus 7. All right, there's your review video. Good luck, and I will see you guys tomorrow.